Chapter 4 Containing Hands in the Fog. The night moon had lit their way like a lantern, but by dawn the runaways, double mounted on a horse from the castle stable, were helplessly lost. A thick fog had swirled in. They'd strayed from the road, and trees had closed in on them. "Forest is creepy things," said Jemmy, hanging on the basket as best he could. "Give me cobbled streets any time." A low branch almost swept them off the saddle. "Boy," said the prince, "get down and lead the dumb-headed beast." "Lead it? In this fog? I'd need 2 hands and a lantern to find me own nose." But Jemmy slipped off the saddle. A plan had been tumbling about in his head. "Here's your chance, Jemmy," he told himself. "Slip away in the fog. Run for it. No more whippings for you, not if you can't be found. The great sewers, Jemmy. That's the place to hide." "What's keeping you?" asked the prince. "Grab the halter." "I'm thinking." Leaves crackled under Jemmy's feet as he began to back off. His mind was made up. Once the fog cleared, he'd find the river. Hadn't his paw taught him his way through the maze of mighty brick sewers? That's where they'd caught the fiercest rats to sell by the cageful. The dog and rat pits paid fancy price for the best fighters, and that meant sewer rats. Who'd think to look for Jemmy under the city? Jemmy took another crackling step backwards and froze. A sudden yellow glow floated in the fog. The prince burst into squawks and bellows. "Who's there? Let go! Take your hands off me, you insolent rascal!" There came a rough, booming reply. "Well, what have we got here?" The glowing lantern swayed.
"A noisy brat and a fine beast of a horse."
Jemmy edged closer. A cutthroat, he thought. Like a snake striking, a ghostly hand darted through the fog and clutched his arm. A second cutthroat. Jemmy looked up and barely made out a long, bony face with hollow cheeks and a nose like a meat cleaver. "I got another, Billy," cackled the second man, shoving Jemmy forward.